Hello everybody, and today we're going to talk about the Shard, the Nightbringer. How to use this guy effectively, how to get the most points out of him, and hopefully how to kill some nasty characters that we just can't seem to match in combat. Okay, the biggest problem is with the Satan right now is he sucks. He can't take out Girly Man, he can't take out Mortarion, he normally gets his ass handed to him by some nasty HQs, which is complete bollocks because he's a Satan. So I'm going to go through a few things now, how to optimize his points so to get the most out of him. And if you're lucky, you might take out a Girly Man if you're lucky. Okay then, tip number 1, always start him in the middle of your deployment area, like so. Middle of the board. You do this because you can send him this way, or this way, turn 1, and you should be able to catch wherever you want by turn 2, turn 3 at the latest. He is completely different from the Deceiver, okay? So you make sure you use this guy for anti-HQs and anti-characters. His only role is to go hunt HQs and characters, okay? He is not to go into units and try and kill units. That is not what you bring him for. If you want that, if you want to go kill units with this, take the Deceiver. They have completely different roles, and this is his. I would also recommend, because you're taking the Nightbringer, you take at least 5 LYCHGAURD with the shields. The reason you use LYCHGAURD with this Nightbringer is because, number 1, these will be advanced in every turn, so the movement should keep up with the Nightbringer or not slow him down too much, okay? Then this Nightbringer then is free to use his assault Gears of Death in the shooting phase with no penalty, he's not advancing. So the best things about these now is when you get to combat something nasty with this guy, like so, let's pretend this death mark here is complete badass. Destroys everything. 10 damage each, right? If you get to combat with him like so, he will just get his ass kicked. So you send in these to help him out. Then every wound the Nightbringer takes, you do the 2+ Guardian Protocols on the LYCHGAURD. So if he does 6 damage each, you'll kill 2 with 1 failed wound on the Nightbringer. So you got 4 up, so you take a save first, and every wound over then, so if he wounds you, so he does 6 wounds, you take 6 wounds. On a 2+, obviously. Okay, and the reason you always take them on the LYCHGAURD is because they have your animation, they'll get back up. Or hopefully they'll get back up. That is essential to keeping him alive. These guys absolutely suck in combat. I've tried so many times to make them work, and they just don't work. They're just there to soak up the wounds while the Nightbringer kills the characters. Another good unit to use now with these, let's put them over here, is Scarabs. Scarabs are very good for absorbing lots of fire. And the first thing I would recommend, right, is do not take a unit of 8. It's better to take 2 units of 4, like so. And another good unit that goes well with the Deathbringer is Deathmarks. You're like, really? Why would Deathmarks go with the Nightbringer? It makes no sense. When it makes more sense to bring flayed ones? Nope. Okay, so let's go to the tactics now. I'm just going to pretend I got 10 LYCHGAURD in this example. I probably would never use 10 LYCHGAURD. They're just so point heavy. But if you take the Nightbringer, you should have at least 5, maybe 6, to keep him alive. Okay, so let's go into the deployment. I would put these in reserves, obviously. Okay, I would deploy my Nightbringer like that. The units of scouts in front, the LYCHGAURD and the Nightbringer as close up to the front as you can. Turn 1, you want to advance every unit there, apart from the Nightbringer. He moves quite far, he moves, look at my awesome card, 8 inches. Yeah. So these move 10 plus the dice roll, so they'll end up there. These will get a bit unluckier or luckier, so they end up there. Oops, where's the other one? This one, okay. And then these will move up, so on. And the Nightbringer just moves his normal inches, 8 inches, and takes a shot or something. The main reason I've done that, right, is I've taken over the middle of the board. If your opponent wants board control, he'll have to fight all this. Let's pretend that awesome golden Deceiver up there is the one that you're after. Turn 1, right, what's he going to do? He's going to use every tank he has to kill you. Okay, so if I do this little trick here, I want to go kill that Deceiver. Your tank's there, but another good tip now, right? is use the death marks, turn 1. 9 inches is just behind that building there, out of line of sight, like so. I put them in here, like so. Touching the cover, without our line of sight. Right, now here's turn 1. Let's just pretend he kills all these with his repulsors. He kills these because he absolutely wants to murder your death marks, your deceiver. And let's just say you were unlucky enough to leave him like that in front as bait. You'd be like, yes, I'm going to kill him now. He will say, I'm going to shoot all those last cannons there, or whatever, from the repulsors or whatever they got, into the Deathbringer. And you'd be like, you can't. He's the closest unit. And technically, the death marks are. So you can deep strike the death marks with the 9 inches of his heavy hitters out of line of sight, and they can't be shot. And that way, you'll be unable to target your Satan all game. Unless he wants to come up and attack your death marks. So the death marks are extremely good combo with the Nightbringer, just to keep him alive. So let's just say his deceiver's over here, over there, and you want to kill that deceiver, okay? So your next turn, and you'll be like this, you're moving up, like, these will be there because they advanced. They won't be able to charge this turn because they advanced. And then he will make his charge and stay within range of the LYCHGAURD. Make sure you stay in range of at least 1 LYCHGAURD. If not, it's best not to attack that turn. Just shoot him and use your powers of the Satan. Powers of the Satan, I would recommend you use the Mortal Wounds one because you're just a character killer. Okay, so let's just say now, he wants to run away. He runs away. He goes, ah ha ha ha, I'm going to shoot you in this Nightbringer. Can't because these are still closer, and so are the death marks. So all game, his big guns will be unable to shoot the Nightbringer. If you use death marks and you position your LYCHGAURD correctly, and scarabs. Try and get him in range of the heavy hitters. Okay, let's go into combat now. The best way to fight, say this is Girly Man. We all know the Nightbringer can't take Girly Man on. Alright, so if you think you can take Girly Man on with LYCHGAURD, you won't be able to. But you make it as hard as possible. Okay, let's just pretend that's Girly Man, he's trying his luck up the field to kill you. What you want to do now, you want to get into combat with Girly Man, with a Nightbringer touching his base. Then you want to keep all these guys out of the range of the Nightbringer. So what you want to do, you want to make the charge with the LYCHGAURD first. So you can plan where everything's going. So what you do, you charge the LYCHGAURD into this unit and Girly Man, just in case, okay? You take your Overwatch, he gets really lucky, he rolls everything, so 1 dies. Make your charge. Right, this is what you want to get as far in as possible, touching their bases if you can, so they can't move. 2-inch gap, like so, touching their bases. Like so, and get right in there, like so. And get that guy on the corner. Just out of range, just there, and then bring in the Nightbringer with his charge. It's a Girly Man. And then that way, this unit here has to punch the closest unit, closest model. So they can't go over there and attack the Nightbringer, they have to move in towards the LYCHGAURD, like so. Like that. And they can't come in there and kill him. So you go 1-on-1 with Girly Man, he will die eventually. There's also a good tactic to do this if the enemy unit is quite weak as well. Let's say like they got AP nothing in combat. These are better to fight him because they got 3 up armor. So as the game goes on, he'll be fighting him. All these attacks will be going on this unit here. And you always get a chance to reanimate every so often. Inch away, so on. Then you pile in like so. But don't forget, every wound that goes from there. So if you take 6 damage, 2 of these will die. The wounds do carry over. But their job is just to keep the Nightbringer alive a little bit longer. And if you're very lucky with the rolls and the reanimation rolls, you might even be able to kill all these off, pile in around, and start attacking Girly Man. Their power comes from the reanimation. If you're lucky enough, keyword is luck. They have a 4-pin one, which you'll be using all the time probably in combat. but the Nightbringer also has a 4-up. They're also very good for blocking last cannons and stuff to the face, and so on. So that's basically all the tips I can give you with the Nightbringer, because you can't really do much else. But the main goal is try and keep the LYCHGAURD in front at all times. Okay, if the Nightbringer does get ahead, and you can know all the units in front of your opponent's tanks, they can shoot with the last cannons, and you can take like 6 wounds per gun if you're very unlucky, and that'll kill 2 LYCHGAURD a turn. Okay, but if the LYCHGAURD are in front, and they get hit with the last cannons and such, and they take 6 damage each, only one will die. So the other 3 wounds don't get carried over. So it makes it is safer and better to have these in front, even though they move a little bit slower. But if you advance them every turn, they normally are faster than Nightbringer. Sometimes they hold you back a little bit if you're very unlucky, but that's the way it goes. Every turn you'll be using your mortal wounds and your gaze of death, you're shooting attack. And another good tip is when you're using scarabs in front. Say turn 2 now, you've done all your, you're half up the board, you're up there. Send these guys off and go for an objective if you have to. And because you've got 2 units of 4, you're able to split them off and go and harass your opponents for objectives. The opponent won't expect it, like, what? The scouts just left? Then you go attack some little scouts on an objective or so on. And then you can become a real thorn on your opponent's side. That's another reason why you take 2 units of 4 instead of 1 unit of 8. Is you can grab objectives, you can cause massive annoyance by using scarabs. So depending on how you feel, 5 or 10 LYCHGAURD are the best. I recommend 5 because it's so damn expensive. Bubble wrap them with scarabs and use that. And use the death marks if you can to get within range of his tanks out of line of sight. And then that way you're free to bring up your Nightbringer every turn and you can't shoot him with last cannons. You could always put your death marks on top of here and you can shoot other things across the board like the character. But if you do that, everything from over there is going to destroy them. So depending on how it goes, if you're lucky you might be able to get an objective there. Depending on how the game is going, use your mind and make the best sort of strategic choice you possibly can every turn. So, thank you all for watching, I'll catch you all again in the next video.